Game-changing news in the cloud space for Western Canada. Lots of AI announcements for all three major cloud providers, details on the most important multi-cloud event of the year, and where did the public cloud platforms land with Gartner's 2023 Magic Quadrant. Hi, I'm Matt Carolan and welcome to Puck Online, where we aim to bring you the hot topics for the last month in the public cloud space. Today I'm here in BC, Canada, enjoying the snow finally on Mount Seymour. The view isn't there, it was earlier. Murphy's Law, as soon as I set up the camera it would disappear. It's been a long 6-month gap since the last video. We've been focused on the in-person events and the largest multi-cloud summit of its type in Western Canada that'll be held in April. Now that we've got all that worked out, we can focus now on this online content. But if you are interested in the big summit coming up in April, check out cloudsummit.ca. And I hope you enjoy the content. First up in Microsoft Azure news, Microsoft has announced Copilot for Azure, M365, GitHub, and more for cost savings insights. This is part of Microsoft's ongoing efforts to simplify your FinOps practice so that you can stay focused on your business goals. In partnership news, Microsoft and Oracle have announced that Oracle Database at Azure is now generally available. This service, available in the Azure US East region, allows you to use Oracle database services running on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, OCI, hardware deployed in Azure data centers. In more database news, Azure Data Explorer now supports a connector for Apache Flink in public preview. This connector allows developers to access their data in Azure Data Explorer using Apache Flink, a popular open source streaming process framework. In storage news, Azure UltraDisk storage is now available in UK West and Poland Central regions. Azure UltraDisk storage provides high performance along with sub-millisecond latency for your most demanding workloads. Also, Zone Redundant Storage, ZRS, for Azure Disk is now available on Azure Premium SSD and Standard SSD in West US and Germany West Central regions. ZRS for Azure Disk provides high availability and durability by replicating your data across multiple availability zones. For our space enthusiasts, Microsoft Azure Space has shared some exciting customer stories and updates for Azure Orbital Ground Station, Azure Orbital Software Development Kits, and Microsoft Planetary Computer. It's a 6-minute read which you can find at tinyurl.com/Azure Space Stories. In recognition news, Microsoft has been named a leader in the 2023 Gartner Magic Quadrant for Strategic Cloud Platform Services. Gartner applauds Microsoft's investment across all areas of IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS as Azure leads in completeness of vision. In analytics news, enhancements and new features have been introduced to the Azure Stream Analytics no-code editor. These updates aim to deliver a more intuitive and user-friendly experience for users. And lastly, Azure Spring Apps Enterprise is now eligible for Azure Savings Plans for Compute. Customers can enjoy up to 47% savings when they commit to Azure Savings Plans for Azure Spring Apps Enterprise. In AWS news, if you missed the hundreds of announcements from AWS reInvent at the start of December, and you live in Vancouver, Canada, then you're in luck. The Vancouver AWS User Group is holding an event on January 24th, which will go over as many major announcements made at the event as humanly possible in the space of 1 hour. To find out more details and RSVP, go to www.awsusergroups.com. And now the big news. In geographical expansion news, and what seems to be a compulsory story every Canadian AWS staffer has posted about online in the last 30 days, Amazon has launched a new region, AWS Canada West, based in Calgary, offering a whopping 70 services right out of the gate. This allows users to architect multi-region infrastructure that meets 5 nines of availability while keeping their data in the country and close to the West Coast now. I also noticed that AWS has a job posting to be an operations manager at the new Calgary region of data centers. So if you're already working in this type of role and looking for a massive upgrade to your career, make sure you check it out. In DNS news, Amazon Route 53 Resolver has introduced support for the DNS over HTTPS protocol. This protocol enhances security by encrypting DNS traffic, protecting DNS queries from eavesdropping, and manipulation by unauthorized users. This feature is now available in all regions where Route 53 is available, including the AWS GovCloud. Still on Amazon Route 53, Application Recovery Controller has unveiled a new feature, Zonal Autoshift. This feature is designed to automatically redirect your workload's traffic away from an availability zone in an event of a potential failure, reducing time to recovery. For our developer audience, Amazon SageMaker Studio has been updated with a fully managed code editor. This provides seamless access to your preferred integration development environment, along with SageMaker resources and tooling. In database news, Amazon Aurora PostgreSQL Compatible Edition now supports a redesigned RDS Data API for Aurora Serverless v2 and Aurora Provision database instances. This development allows developers to access their databases using the Data API, providing a secure and scalable interface for running SQL queries. Moving on to user management, Amazon Cognito User Pools now supports the ability to enrich access tokens with custom attributes in the form of OAuth 2, scopes and claims. This enhancement allows developers to include additional user information in access tokens, further bolstering the security and flexibility of their applications. Amazon Elastic Kubernetes Service, EKS, has introduced simplified configuration of AWS identity and access management users and roles with Kubernetes clusters. This is achieved through a new set of APIs that tightly integrate IAM identities with Kubernetes authentication and authorization controls, simplifying the management of cluster access. In recognition news, AWS has been named a leader in the 2023 Gartner Magic Quadrant for Strategic Cloud Platform Services. Gartner lists AWS as the strongest in their ability to execute. To start with, Document AI Custom Extractor powered by GenAI is now generally available. Custom Extractor allows users to extract structured data from any document such as contracts, invoices, or forms without any model training required. Users can simply post a document and the fields they want to extract to an API endpoint and get the data back in a structured format. Custom Extractor can handle documents with complex layouts, free-form text, or little or no training data available. Users can also customize and improve the extraction results by confirming document content in the Document AI Workbench. And BigQuery Data Transfer Service has new enhancements, making data loading much more simple. At the end of 2023, Google announced some major changes with it, migrating the existing data sources to a new Data Transfer Service API, which will offer more features and flexibility. Some of those benefits include support for more data sources, such as Google Ads, Google Analytics, YouTube, and more. Ability to create custom data sources using Cloud Functions or Cloud Run. Improved user interface and monitoring tools to manage data transfers. Enhanced security and compliance with encryption, audit logging, and data retention policies. The migration process will start in January 2024 and will be completed by December 2024. Customers who are using BigQuery Data Transfer Service will need to take action before the deadline to avoid any disruption to their data pipelines. Google Cloud has provided a migration guide and a migration tool to help customers with the transition. Google announced for Cloud Deploy support for custom target types into preview. Cloud Deploy is Google Cloud's managed continuous delivery service, supporting delivery to container runtimes including Google Kubernetes Engine, Cloud Run, and Anthos. This new support extends Cloud Deploy's capabilities beyond container runtime environments. Through custom target types, you can now define deploy operations to any environment while still using all of the Cloud Deploy's features. For our developer audience, Google Cloud has been focusing on upskilling initiatives. One such initiative is the Google Developer Student Clubs, which aims to upskill 100,000 developers in India. In recognition news, Google Cloud has been named in the Leaders Quadrant in the 2023 Gartner Magic Quadrant for strategic cloud platform services. Gartner recognizes Google's investment across all areas of IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, as Google Cloud excels in completeness of vision and delivers a strong ability to execute. So in wrap up, make sure you check out publiccloud.ninja for links to all our vodcasts, podcasts, and online meetups and events. And click the like and subscribe button so that you get notified each month when we release a new episode. Our next episode will be in February. Till then, stay safe and keep challenging yourself.